Hey guys, that's Dude Chris here. Welcome back to another Fortnite live stream. I don't know whether to be angry or not right now, but today, dudes, they released a couple new changes to the Fortnite main island. We're going to get into that in a little bit, but first, the main topic of today's video. So today they released some new items in creative mode. We're gonna enter this island right now. So that's the mini map, by the way. Or the map, by the way. So no, I did not build these. These are now prefabs in the game. So now we have the villain lair, the decayed villain lair, the hero mansion, and the decayed hero mansion. Now, I'm kind of happy that they're here because it's pretty cool. My two favorite locations that are unnamed on the map are in the game finally. And also something that does really annoy me about this, though, is also it's pretty cool now that we've actually got the floor for the villain lair instead of having to use this Paradise Palms or prison flooring. Just doesn't seem the same. So also, of course, they added these new class selectors and designers. I feel like I could play around with these I feel like these would be pretty cool, honestly, because this just looks like some sort of some sort of camera or something. This is like pretty cool, honestly. Like that's really good. Epic, you've done a good job recently on creative mode, and now we can finally throw down vending machines. So that wait, I wonder if this would actually be a possibility. Alright, so you know what? I'm just gonna try this right now. No way. Alright, so, it has been confirmed. Now you can, put mythic weapons in vending machines. Also, they added the flashlight pistol and the torch into the game. It's pretty cool. And, today, dudes, my favorite gun in the game, the tactical submachine gun, was unvaulted, finally. Thank you, Epic, for listening to the community about this. I love this new, creative layout. Look at that! Prop-o-matic in the vending machine. And you can also delete these, too, which is pretty cool. So, if you don't want a vending machine in there for a while, there you go. So, this is pretty spot-on accurate. Like, honestly, mine isn't at this point of accuracy. Like, I made it pretty good looking. Like, I had that dumpster over there, and I had lights there and there, but Epic did a good job with rebuilding this, or even if they didn't rebuild this and they just copied and pasted it, they still did a really good job with this. Like, in that dome, that's the one thing I could not get. The rest of it I could have probably gotten. Oh, and the tells. Could not have gotten those. Of course, we got all of these right here. And the hero logo, for some reason, it's in the prefabs for, if we go into the galleries right here, it's in the hero mansion gallery, but for some reason, I don't know if it's like some sort of freaking glitch or something, but you can't pick it up at all. Like, I can move around everywhere, and you hover over it, you can't pick it up at all. It's weird. I'm not saying they didn't steal it, right? But, this is, like, actually spot-on accurate. Dudes, this is, like, 50 times better. Kudos to Epic. Like, they actually did a really good job on remaking it. Like, holy sweet Jesus. Or if they pulled a, forget which location, on the map. So either they did that or they pulled a freaking I forget what the location is on the map, but one of the locations on the map was basically just copied and pasted back into, oh yeah, Dusty Depot, copied and pasted back into the game, but then edited later on for the visitors thing. Still, honestly, this is just really sick. Like, Epic did a better job than I did at recreating this. Like, I'm gonna show you guys in a second my recreation of this, which I spent about 6 hours on recreating. It's not as good, and these walls weren't in the game, so I had to use a different wall that looked almost the exact same. These weren't in the game either. A lot of the stuff that's here wasn't in the game. Like, this is in the game, so I did that quite easily. But like that could not do. I didn't want it to be floating when I was building it, so I just put brick walls underneath of it so that it actually looks like it works. The villain layer I did recreate too, but kind of failed at it. Like, I majorly failed at it. So this is pretty cool. It's like the exact recreation of the villain layer here. Well, actually, I think, yeah, these were moved. I haven't seen this place since season 6, dudes, or season 5. Give me a break. And I never landed here. So also I got a theory, dude. Since you know how basically the last couple of places that Epic have added into the game, which have been, of course, they added the Dusty Depot buildings and Dusty Diner in when the season first started. But you guys know how last week they added Flush Factory and Prison in, right? And then this week Prison came in with Moisty Palms. That's my theory, is because this has been happening with a couple locations. Also, the Moisty Mire, most of this stuff has come back into the game. And Kevin has come back into the game. No, Ryan, I'm talking about the, I'm gonna just remove that comment. How do you delete a comment? I'm a bot, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna hide that for now. Let me undo that. There we go. Alright, so, of course, Kevin came back. And most of that came back. And Ryan, what I meant by that is that I have not landed at the unabandoned, or the, like, villain layer that's actually still, like, 100% intact like this. Not freaking the, let me go up here. Let me throw it down. I was talking about haven't landing at this villain layer since Season 5, since it was abandoned in Season 6. Haven't landed at this location when it was this intact. This is the location now. I, of course, still land here, but it's not as... It's not the same anymore. Also, that is new, I think. Most of this is new. So, basically, also I'm going to show you guys the recreations now. Because, might as well, you know. So, also I've recreated, in this area, I recreated Dusty Divot. That's my most accurate, probably, recreation. I spent, in total, probably 3 weeks on that. And the Hero Mansion I only spent 5 hours on. The film layer I spent 2 hours on. So we go here. Also, I just added a bunch of trees because, well, actually, it wasn't me who added it, it was Leo. I did actually recreate the front entrance. So here's the thing. Hero Mansion Season 4 on the side. A recreation of the Fortnite Season 4 Hero Mansion, which is located south of Lonely Lodge. Not an identical recreation, only what I could recreate from creative assets. Also, I just decided to start adding a bunch of random things to this map once I recreated it. Or after I finished recreating it. Because I could just press back up at any time, or restore it at any time, and it'd go back to the way it was, and I could release it to the public. So I added a prison and then a pool as well. So we added this front gate here, which uses oh, I forgot to update that, but it did use the hero technology. That's what I meant. So this is the Hero Mansion that I recreated. From the beginning of the season, and of course you can't have double-sided walls, so that had to be like that, and I couldn't recreate the ground. So this is the pool. I don't know what I was doing. Just trying to create something using grid snapping. This is the same. This is identical right here. See what I meant? here, that's not supposed to be there. Well, in the abandoned Hero Mansion, that's there, and that's there, but it's tipped over and that's slanted. And the 2 air conditioning units are not there. This is all identical. The car is identical. The garage is identical. These placements, except for that, are identical. Ignores comment. That's the same way it used to be. So basically all of this is identical. Now, maybe, yes, some of this was swapped around, and of course you can't get there's no hero spray. So I had to do that. I had to do that. No, we're not the Avengers. So I just kind of used pillars that we had in the game at the time to recreate this. Of course, I remade these rooms to how I remember them. I don't know why I kept that TV. I also added the double-sided beds to those rooms. So, yeah. So, I added this, and I should have, to be honest, I should have added a half floor, but they didn't have that. So, I couldn't do that. And also, the reason why I have that one blocked off with the bookshelf, which it normally is, but is because the staircase doesn't loop around properly, which is kind of annoying. So, they didn't have the control panel at the time, nor the back wall, nor the right walls in here. So, yeah, I used what I could. So, these were identical for once the visitor warehouse got released. Over here, the sides are identical. There was a chest one that was there. The interior here is identical. Minus that, maybe. Well, that actually was there, but also there was one over here. So, this is almost identical. There was an extra shelf that was taller right here, and that was pushed over to the side, and there was another one of them, except smaller, right there. That's identical, and of course this is the shower room, which the walls and everything in here is identical, minus the showering. So, down here, I also made identical too. With that. This is not the Season 7 version. Also, I kind of discovered a glitch with the mech. By the way, these are disabled again, so you will not find these in regular games. So, basically, what happens, so if you go into creative mode, right? If you place a mech down and you have a ceiling above it, you get in the gunner seat. It sort of acts as like a first-person mode. Not perfect, because you can see your character's mouth and face and everything, but it's... And you can look, I can see my legs. Also, if you look up, it doesn't really work, so you gotta look at, like, perfectly straight. So you can actually see pressing the button, which is pretty cool, honestly. So yeah. So, and of course, if I were to do this glitch to get to the main island, which I'm not going to do, but oh yeah, I also added this to make it look like a freaking tornado or something. So yeah, I added this morning when I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was not happy. Well, I was happy, but I wasn't happy, because all my work done for nothing. I mean, now I can actually add all the chairs and stuff and make it 100% identical, but, you know, why have it if also the dome cannot be like that? I've looked through multiple different domes. So, we're going to look at the actual map now. So I'm going to give you guys info about... so here's the thing, dudes. I'm going to tell you this. By the way, Moisty Palms, there you go. Shows it on the map. By the way, dudes, if you're questioning the video title, so what happened is a couple months ago, like, around July... Oh, God! I did not even realize how low to the ground my chair was. Wow. Alright. I just pumped it up and that scared me. Alright, I got scared by my own chair. So, by the way, this is the new map. Also, dudes, leaked. I'm just gonna give you guys this right now. A rocket is being built here. If you guys don't remember from Season 4, which most of you guys do remember, because you guys are cultured people, the villain lair right here, which is still abandoned, and the hero mansion here, still abandoned. This didn't play in the event, but it was there. The villain lair was where the rocket launched, and basically, here's what happens. So my friends and I have come up with a theory that every location that the rocket in Season 4 during the rocket event has landed over has been locations that have been changed back. That way the visitor does not screw up the timeline for when the rocket event occurs again, which it inevitably will. And why is my umbrella going so fast? I think that's a new secret change. Also, dudes, if you guys are questioning about the Salty Springs rift that has been occurring recently, even though there's no rift there, I have no idea. None of the community knows. We're pretty sure that there's going to be a rift beacon there, and it's going to go back to like a freaking past version. So, as you guys can see in Moisty Palms, it's a prison, which is not in the right location. It's supposed to be right here about, but oh, because Kevin the Cube is there, he has to be there. Moisty Mire's back, of course. Mostly. The trees are here, and one of the Season 4 sets are here, and of course, it's partially grass. I'm hoping it slowly converts, like it slowly converts as time goes on. So, here it is, right here. So, it looks, oh, hey, green. So it looks like right here is sort of the villain layer, props right here to hold the rocket in place. So I actually do know what the rocket is going to look like from the leaked files. As you can, like a lot.
I've seen.
Alright, let me turn down my audio because this is really loud. So as you can see here, dudes, Dusty Depot is going to be the new Season 4 rocket event location. So, you know what, dudes? As you can see here, of course, Greasy Grove, Moisty Palms, Dusty Depot, change. I'm just gonna end out that name for that freaking block, Mrs. Lick Willies. That's just a very strange name. I hope you're talking about Laserbeam's dog, though, not something else. Otherwise, that is demonetization, even though I am not monetized. And dudes, I'll see what I mean by copied and pasted. See, look. Dusty Depot was copied and pasted in by Epic Games. The grass is off-center, and this concrete is a lighter shade of gray than this shade of concrete.
What's up, guys?
Alright. Greetings.